Hi everyone, this is Bogdan Ionica. I am the co-founder and chief product officer at Miro. It's a pleasure for us to be among the finalists for two categories this year, the Employee Experience Strategy and the Employee Experience Solution of the Year. On behalf of our entire team at Miro is a performance management platform developed by Zetec. Zetec is a leading company in software development from Romania and it's active worldwide. The same plan was for Miro. We started off by a necessity of a large software company. We wanted to retain people and we wanted to create a culture that's very close to its customers. So for doing that, we went through a lot of thought. We went through a lot of processes for measuring and fostering performance. Miro was the outcome of all of this story. In a world where hybrid workplaces are the new norm, Miro bridges the gap between strategy and employee experience. Miro creates a workplace, a virtual workplace environment where people can perform together, can ensure that they are aligned to company strategy, but most importantly, the culture is beneficial for both the company and its customers as well. We have more than 100 customers worldwide. We are present in 19 countries over 6 continents. We have more than 15,000 users, which engage up to more than 25,000 interactions year over year. These numbers keep growing, but today's story is about how our mother company, Zetec, is using this product to ensure that our customers are satisfied, that our people are engaged, and that we retain our key individuals twice as better as our other competitors. Over the course of its 20 years of existence, Zetec has experimented with a lot of performance management procedures. The only solution that actually works was continuous performance management, and we decided to create a platform especially for that. From the get-go, we wanted this platform to give all of the insights to management and HR in order to control this process altogether. And we wanted to give the best user experience for the final user. Bridging the gap between the two worlds would ensure that the app is successfully and constantly used by its users, and therefore its main beneficiaries, the decision makers, can be in control of data and have a lot of data to play around. What we observed is that the outcome of this effort was at least bifold. On the one hand, we have people that are happier, more performance, more productive and engaged. We retain people better than most companies in our industry. And on the other hand side, our net promoter score from our customers grew a lot because the culture of performance was there and it was fostered by this piece of technology. Zetec has achieved a near 30% year-over-year growth. And this means we had to onboard more and more people, but had to maintain the same level of service and satisfaction for our customers. Miro helped us in the times of pandemic and in the times of accelerated team growth from 120 people in 2017 to 400 people in 2023. We could have lost our culture. We could have made it hard for newcomers to understand what this company is about. But Miro helped quite a lot here. We could align people, we could be transparent about our objectives and how they are achieved, and most importantly, we can give them a safe space in order to find psychological safety at work and give the best day after day. Miro is based on continuous feedback, alignment through objectives and key results, continuous performance discussions between people and their managers, and a lot of data telling us that decisions can be made based on the reality of the company and the culture can be kept in check. We name Miro Culture as a Service sometimes because it's the only app in the world that can help companies actually measure their culture and see that performance is fostered by a safe environment, an environment that they can be proud of. So, how do we know that we've made it? How did we achieve success? Once again, the story is bifold. On the one hand side is the user experience, right? The employee's experience. And for this, our North Star metric was for the better part of the last 3 years, measuring how many users come again and again and actually are active, create content for the others, the platform. I'm talking about users who not only log in, but also offer feedback, request feedback, offer recognition or work together on objectives, not to say about the community part of the platform. This is what was Miro's part of measuring success when it stands to its usage. We wanted people to log in and to actually do an engaging type of action. And the results speak for themselves. More than 70% of people went in month over month and actually performed actions in the app. The login rate was even better. It was more than 90% across the field of companies. And for ZTech itself, I'm happy to say that that was a full 100% of login and more than 80% monthly engaged users rate. Now, I was saying it was by fault, so on the other hand side, it's about the business results. And this is the story of how ZTech grew more than 30% year over year for the better part of the last 5 to 8 years. This is the business side of things, and this is what we can replicate for more of our customers. ZTech already retains on a rate that's twice as better as its competitors, and the Net Promoter Score was always on the excellent side of things, meaning over 70% in measuring NPS. So I think this is a story about success being internal and external as well, a healthy culture that's customer oriented, proving in hard cold facts, money, data, engagement surveys that it works. The culture of performance works for ZTech. Time for some numbers, right? Operationally speaking, on the HR side of things, we have a 30% reduction in HR time. And now remember, this is an HR department that's been formally digitized or digitalized. This is a tech-savvy HR department, and we still find 30% of their time to actually use better in people and organization development efforts, right? That's because the interface itself is very user-friendly and it's quite intuitive. HR never spent 1 hour more in explaining to people how things work. Moving on, the next number, and maybe this is the most important one. Do you know how much it costs to actually replace someone leaving your company? It costs at least 6 to 12 salaries, and I'm talking gross salaries, to replace someone who has been performing in your company and is leaving the company from now on. ZTech having a loyalization rate of nearly 90% means that only 1 in 10 colleagues will not be in the company at the end of the year voluntarily, and that means a lot of money saved and spent somewhere else, for instance on developing their skills or in, of course, marketing, business development, or where it's needed most. We don't have to worry about their loyalty, about the loyalization rate, and our retention rate, as I've told you, is twice as better as the next competitor. The company's job acceptance rate over the period was 82%, compared to the 72% on average in the industry, and knowing that the software industry has a much higher job acceptance rate than other industries. More and more people are migrating towards software and IT in general, and ZTech is one of the leading companies in terms of job acceptance rate.